We're talking about social media mistakes. It's hard to stand out from the crowd, right? Like when you're on social media, there's a million real estate agents, a million salespeople on there. So it's hard to really stand out. The last thing you want to do is make some kind of blunder or mistake that's really going to put you near the bottom. So today we're going to go over the common social media mistakes and how to fix them. So as we go through each one, go to your social media checks and check and make sure that this isn't one of the mistakes that you're making already. Inconsistent profile names. So we want to make sure that we have a congruent name across all platforms. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of that, we want to make sure that the name is the same across all platforms. So if it's Matt Ferguson Realtor, if it's just Matt Ferguson, if it's Matt Ferguson 11, you want to make sure that it's the same on all platforms, because this is going to be how people search and it's going to be the first thing that comes top of mind. If your name is Move Me to YYC, for example, you want to make sure that it's the same on all platforms. You don't want to have Move Me to YYC and make the move on YouTube or something like that. You want to make sure it's congruent across all platforms. So that's going to be the first one. So check that out. Make sure your usernames are the same across all the platforms. The second mistake I see the most is an unprofessional profile photo. Now, you may like that photo that you took 5 years ago or 10 years ago, but we want to have an up-to-date photo. So you're being honest with your customers, not photoshopped, not AI driven. You want to make sure that you have an up-to-date photo and that it's super professional and it portrays something about you. So if you're a family man and you are looking to come across as that type of person, you're going to want to have a picture like that. Most people have professional photos taken inside of homes, and you want to make sure that it's up to date and it really conveys your message. If you're not looking for the professional type of buyer and seller, then you want to make sure that you're a little more casual. Maybe a tie is not what you want in there. So having a professional photo and having something that really gets your message across. If you are wacky and fun and like to have, a good time with your clients, maybe a cool shirt, a fancy shirt, something with a little bit pizzazz on it, right? So make sure that you have a professional photo. The third mistake is bios that do not match. So your bio on LinkedIn should match your bio on Instagram. Your bio on Instagram should match your bio on Facebook. They should all be the same across all platforms, because when somebody searches for you on Facebook, for example, they're likely going to search your Instagram as well. So you want to see what you're doing on Instagram. Instagram is more fun. Facebook is more professional. LinkedIn is more professional on top of that. So if you have a really professional page on LinkedIn and a really fun one on Instagram, it's not congruent. The person will not get a sense of who you actually are. So you want to have it the same across all platforms. Not super professional on LinkedIn and then drinking beers on a boat and doing backflips on your Instagram. So make sure that your bios match, that the information matches, and that the message to your ideal client matches across all platforms. When you're doing that bio, there's a couple things that can really differentiate you from the competition. So you want to have something about your personality. Number one, what you do. You sell homes, and where you do it in your city. So you sell homes in this city. And then something about your personality. Give them something about your personality. Give them something about what got you into real estate in the first place, some motivation, and just really something about your personality. So when somebody reads that bio, they know something about you, not just Matt Ferguson, Realtor, YYG. And the fourth mistake that I see is no content strategy. So you want to have a content strategy. How many properties are you going to put up? How much personal stuff are you going to put up? How are you speaking to your clients? How are you informing them? What kind of value are you putting out? So you want to kind of break that down. What I like to do is something of value, but for buyers and sellers, like learning how to clean up your yard in the springtime, or when should you change your shingles, something like that, something of value, something from your personal life, your family life that you like to do in fun, for fun. Like, remember, you do stuff for fun. You're not just this professional robot. People want to see the real you. So showing something about you, and then something about the market. You want to always update people on the market, and then property tours. Those are Those are the 4 things that I like to go back to, and maybe it's one of these, one of these, one of these, or maybe it's 2, 1, 1, 2. Doesn't really matter, but just have a content strategy and see what works, and then analyze it. And maybe you make the adjustments according to what's working and what's not working. Maybe your personal ones are getting way more likes than your professional ones. Well, what are you doing in your personal ones that is getting so many likes? Change it up, change the strategy. It's a content strategy. And so you're always going to want to be putting out new content, and you're always going to be wanting to put out a specific content. So you have a content strategy for what you're putting out and stick to it. Monday, this is when I post my personal. Monday, this is when I post my motivational. Monday, this is when I post the video tours, whatever it is. And then going through the week and always doing that thing. One of my good friends and mentors, Rima, she does a motivational Monday. So it's literally a motivation every single Monday, and she schedules it way in advance. So every Monday there's going to be something of motivation in there. So that's a content strategy. And the last one is sporadic posting, sporadic follow through, and no accountability. So not having any accountability to yourself about what you post, just when you feel like it posting. Make sure you do it. If you're going to set out a plan for social media and you want to really conquer that avenue and bring in business, it's a constant commitment to your social media. So you have a strategy, now stick to it. Not sporadic posting. If you make a commitment to post every day, post every day. If you make a commitment to post different types of stuff and then you're just posting home walkthroughs, well, then you're not following through with your commitment. So make sure that you're following through with that commitment. Make sure that you're really putting your all into social media. Don't do anything half-assed. Do it all the way or don't do it at all. Make sure that you are posting on social media as much as possible. If you have any questions about social media or anything real estate related, reach out to me or someone on the team. Have a great day.